voice of college football, campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Commodores will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Rutgers offense will start this game off. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just... And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Give to the running back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's long. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Commodores are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the house. Touchdown Doors. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
7, Rutgers, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Looks it in at the 40. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've gotten off to a The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to punt it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Backed up now, here's second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
On the run, it's Sellers. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Nothing. And here comes the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the gun. Give on the inside. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The throw. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. So now it's second and long. The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Fowler. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Commodores! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him! And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going to try to get it himself. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bringing the heat. The sure hands, it's Meadows. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Meadows. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39. Line. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. He breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the fullback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Commodores started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into touchdown Vanderbilt. And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man on the outside. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Commodores are on the move. To the air on first down. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown Doors! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together off.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it, going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Give to the back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Third down coming up after the completion. Rushes on him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Commodores are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.